The Magic Kettle. Once in the country of Japan, there lived an old man. He lived in a beautiful house high up in the mountains. He was proud of his house with its white straw mats and pretty papered walls. In warm weather, he slid back the walls to let the smell the trees and the flowers come in. Slide means moved easily. One day, he was standing looking at the mountain opposite when he heard a kind of rumbling noise in the room behind him. Rumbling means making a low, continuous sound. He turned around and saw a rusty old iron kettle in a corner. Rusty means old, covered with the reddish layer found on old iron objects. How the kettle got there, the old man did not know, but he picked it up and looked it over carefully. That's a piece of luck, he said, smiling to himself. My old kettle was getting worn out, and this looks like a good kettle. He filled the new kettle with water and put it on the fire. As soon as the water in the kettle began to get warm, strange thing happened. The man thought he must be dreaming. The handle of the kettle slowly changed its shape and became a head. The spout grew into a tail. Out of the body of the kettle sprang four paws. In a few minutes, the man was watching not a kettle but Tanuki. The Tanuki jumped off the fire and bounded about the room like a kitten. Means Tanuki started running here and there like kitten. Bounded about means jumped high here and there. It ran up the pretty papered walls and even across the ceiling. The old man could not catch it. He called his neighbor for help. Somehow they caught the tanuki and shut it up in a wood chest. Wood chest means a large, strong box made of wood. Running after the tanuki had made them both very tired. They sat down on the mat to rest. Then the man said, "What shall I do with this naughty animal? I don't want to keep it in the house." Then another man said, "Why don't you sell it off to Jimu, the peddler?" "That's a good idea." So they sent for Jimu. To send for means to call upon. When he came, the old man went to the chest and lifted lid very carefully. But there was no tanuki inside, only the old rusty kettle the old man had found. He did not now want to keep the kettle. He gave it away to Jimmu without taking any money from him. Jimmu put the kettle in his cloth bag and started off home. He felt that his bag was getting heavier and heavier on the way, but he did not put it down. On reaching home, Jimmu put the bag away carefully in the corner. At night, when Jimmu was fast asleep, he heard a sudden noise and woke up. He could not see anything, but he thought he heard some noise in the corner. When he lit the lamp, he saw that the kettle has turned into a tanuki once again. It was running around chasing its own tail. Chase means to catch. It ran here and there and jumped and turned somersault. Somersault means a moment in which somebody turns over completely with their feet over their head. Jimu sat watching the tanuki for a long time. Then he fell asleep. When he got up in the morning, he saw that the tanuki had not run away. The old kettle was still lying in a corner. He picked up lovingly. He asked, "Do you wish to stay with me, Tanuki?" To his surprise, the Tanuki answered in a human voice. Tanuki said, "I will stay with you and make you very rich." Tanuki said to Jimu, "You can show me around. People will give a lot of money to see a kettle turn into Tanuki and dance." So that's what they did. Jimu set up a booth with a platform. Booth means small tent in a market. He put the kettle on the platform. At his command, the kettle turned into a tanuki. Means when Jimu gave command to kettle, it turned into tanuki. At Jimu's commands, the little furry animal would walk, run, jump, leap, turn somersaults or dance. People loved to see the kettle change into a playing little animal that could do all this. They paid Jimu well to see the show. Means people used to give money to Jimu for watching his show. Big crowds of people came to watch the show. And the dear little Tanuki never disappointed them. Merrily it danced many dances: the shadow dance, the fan dance, the umbrella dance. Merrily means happily. Soon Chimu had collected lots and lots of money. He had become a very rich man. He said to Tanuki, "Dear Tanuki, you have made me very rich. We can both live in comfort now." Live in comfort means to live life with ease and happiness. "We can stop the shows if you like," Jimu said to Tanuki. So both of them they decided to stop the shows. But Jimu did not forget the old man who had given him the magic kettle. Jimu had given some of the money to the old man. All of them lived long and happy lives. Jimu and the old man are no more, but you may still come across the magic kettle laying in a corner somewhere in Japan. Thank you.